Alright, this is where we start to make this into something part of this process. Now that we kind of have a theme going. Pop that up to the top, pop that up to the top. Merge down. Dynamize that. Probably don't even need that high resolution. There we go. This is gonna be fun. What are you fiddling around with? Since I hear all the fiddling.
Alright, well, my UVs ain't working real well.
Well, you've got ZBrush. You've got ZBrush, don't you?
Yes, I don't mean I know how to work it.
It's a couple of really simple steps.
Yeah.
Step 1, put your model into ZBrush.
And it does not need to be UV unwrapped first, obviously. I'm open.
It does not.
That's cool. So I totally fucked these UVs up. Strange, I'm not hearing anything. Alright. If you're muted.
You're not hearing anything? I have to be speaking.
No, it's fine. I went down for a moment again.
You went down?
It's like, that's strange. Why don't I hear anything from your stream? Oh, maybe it's because I never had you... never unmuted it from the last several times. Yeah. Okay, that should be long enough. Alright. Import. Okay, why did it go RS? Why does it keep going to render?
I don't know. That's a question you're gonna have to ask the Blender support team. Oh wait.
I'm in ZBrush.
Stop hitting BPR.
Okay. Plugins. Here. There we go. And import.
So to get yourself the optimal
Control
UVs.
N. Bring that out. Press what after Control N?
Press Control N to clear the canvas. Then draw out your mesh. Then press T to bring it back into editable mode. Or click on the edit button on the top of your UI and then hit F to center it back on a canvas, since it usually ends up drawing off somewhere random.
Okay, well, that's not what I wanted.
What did you want? When did you want it?
Must have accidentally skipped a step when I thought I didn't do it. But it looks like it's importing a round object and not my sword.
Was it an FBX file that you imported? And you were sure when you exported it, you exported the whole thing?
Yeah. I'm gonna redo it.
This gun is taking a strange twist. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're not still hearing me click, right?
I am, yeah.
Fuck. Thought I got that loud enough. There we go. Hopefully now I won't hear me click.
I guess we'll see.
Indeed.
Hmm. Go. FYI, still hear you clicking.
Ah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Every time.
Every time what?
Okay, Discord says it's not picking it up.
And yet, I still hear it.
Yeah. Still hear it?
Still hear it. No, I'm kidding. It stopped now.
It's like my mic wasn't even going off. Like you're hearing your own clicking.
I thought about that. I checked to see if I could hear myself live anywhere, because I've had that before where I've had Picardo's window open in the background, and it's like gradually looping a noise louder and louder and louder. I think this is going to be one unique gun.
Certainly hope so. See, that is so weird that I did that.
Did what?
Well, I don't know why the sword's important at the current moment. I just found, before I even looked at what was going on with it, I found out that I made a mistake on the handguard.
Yeah.
I was I've been getting this weird artifact on my handguard, and I couldn't figure it out until I tried to delete a part of it, and I realized something very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mirroring the same half that I was deleting.
Oh yeah. That seems like an error.
Uh, so I quickly fixed that. I don't remember shrinking my internet down.
You shrunk your internet?
My browser.
It's better than they sunk your battleship, I guess.
Yeah.
real fun sometimes when you model stuff but you don't actually know what it's supposed to look like, and then you're just interpreting it on top of that to try to make it into something.
Yeah.
I had a guy pop into one of my streams one night. He's like, and he was giving me critique, mostly because he was mad that I was making something up. He said, "You can't just make things up. That's not how it works." Hey, Ava, man, I'm Picardo. He's like, "That isn't how it works." He was like one of these CAD guys who like replicates real world objects, and everything that he makes has to be based on something that exists and is absolute. And I'm like, why can't it be? I studied the thing, I got an idea what it looks like. I'm not interested in making something that actually exists, or that, I'm interested in making something that somebody could imagine exists. So therefore, I want it to look like it could work in some sense, but I don't want it to actually have all the internal workings of a real thing. The best kind of creations and design are things that you just make up out of your mind, right? That inspire people maybe to do real world engineering. Like as an example, I was watching a video the other day of the quote unquote real life Iron Man who's got these jet propelled arm bracelet things that allow him to fly, and he's been working on it for 2 years now, and now he actually has a stable working version of it that allows him to move at a very high rate of speed. And I was like, see, that's pretty awesome. Before, I mean, it's been around forever in the comics, but he was inspired from the movies. That's, and obviously his design ended up being very different than the movies, but he still had to have some sort of imagination and design to start that jumping off point for the engineering. That's the important thing. Oh, we crashed. Game over. Fucking quitting.
Oh, that
20 minutes in, gone,
that
done.
sucks.
Also, I just saved it, and I'll reload ZBrush in a moment. Pretty much, if I'm not crashing, we're not making headway.
That's oddly enough weird way to put it. But I guess Windows does crash a lot when it does its programs. Personally, I never had a program crash on me since I moved on to the Mac.
Yeah, you never had a program crash on you?
Nope.
Okay. And so Blender was just what earlier than on you?
Being a dick. I closed out of it myself. It didn't crash on me. I closed out of it. I was mad, frustrated. Then I went and took a bath and cooled down. Came back up here. Threw Blender into the trash can and got an updated version of it. In that order. Looks a bit small.
What looks a bit
Feeble.
small?
The gun looks a bit feeble.
Oh, don't worry.
Looks like a paint gun, actually.
It's supposed to look a little fun. That's where my brain's at tonight. Whimsy. So, rather than getting this hardcore military thing out of my brain, it just doesn't want to go there. So, if you look carefully, there's a pig with the nozzle coming out.
Yeah, you see that now.
I was like, you know what? We'll just go with it.
Oh my god. The Piginator.
See, I should make it a double barrel so I can get the snout right here,
I just don't see that on your mech, though. Like your mech's kind of all serious, and then for some odd reason it has a fucking pig gun.
Exactly. Nobody expects that, right? Frankly, it just makes me imagine, you're watching like this awesome anime, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden a character pulls out something that you don't expect, completely fucked up something, and you're like, that was totally awesome and completely inane. Where did they come up with that? There you go. That's this right here. Exactly where we're sitting at. And you know what? Now that
JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. That's all that's coming to mind when it comes to.
I actually haven't watched that, but I really should.
No.
The original was just so painful, I didn't want to ever touch the anime again. But the remake sounds like they did a good job. So I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will go there.
I couldn't make it past the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was just that bad.
It was, yeah, in a way. I just couldn't take it serious at all. Not even the slightest bit.
Well, sometimes you just gotta not take yourself seriously.
Hmm. I wonder why this is blue.
Why is anything blue? Walter, this is not about you right now.
Why do I keep doing that? I keep clicking on Discord every time I want to go back to my program that I was using.
Oh, yeah. We'll just slowly develop this out until it looks like a serious military piece of equipment, and we'll hog the spotlight. In order to do that, though, I gotta examine this thing at the end, which I'm pretty sure is some sort of recoil spring that the person would be leaned up against when they fire this thing would not shatter their shoulder. But because I've got a big ass mech, I'm not as worried about such a thing, and I'm going to simplify the mechanism in a way that maybe makes practical, not as practical sense, but it's going to make sense to me. That's the important thing. I'm the guy making it, so hopefully that'll be good enough. No, Walter, stay out of there. Hmm? Come on, behave for me. This cat, I tell you.
Oh, it's a cat you're talking about? Here, I thought it was a dog.
No, my cat Walter. He's taking all the credibility out of my stream. Nope. I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You want to go to bed, you go to bed, Walter. Hmm? Normally I go to bed. He goes to bed with me, and he lays on my feet all night,
Hmm.
unless I kick too much. Uh oh. Now I got the other one here, Marshmallow. I'm in serious
Dun
trouble now.
dun dun.
Marshmallow likes to tell me when it's time to go to bed, and then herd me there. That's his job in life, herding people to bed. Which might be alright, except he's not really consistent about his bedtimes. Being a cat, that's probably understandable. Slide edge through complete. Alright, Q-Mesh. That's not terrible geometry at all.
Is that
Thanks.
a triangle that I see?
You won't see it for long. That's step one. I don't know why I left that so low. Go. Here, weld. It'll all make sense. Should really turn on symmetry. No, that was there too. Maybe 16.
I think. Did I? No, I definitely reinforce that at all. Oh, don't need to.
Don't need to?
Don't need to.
Do need to.
This is only a practice thing, anyways.
So why not get into the practice of finishing it properly?
Yeah.
There is good practice and
I'll
bad.
definitely fix it later, without a doubt.
There is good practice and
Just
bad
I
practice.
just got done moving all the UVs everywhere, and I'd rather not UV unwrap.
There's good practice and bad practice. Which practice are you doing?
Motoro. Can't say it. Damn it. Virgin. Yes.
That'll make sense if they put little plug holes in it, eh? Yeah.
Hmm.
Just a little bit. Duplicate cylinder in Y. Come in. See the edge loop. Why are you being such a little bastard? Well, that locks that in place. Doesn't make sense.
Well, that's unique accident,
You mean a happy accident?
sort of. See, I didn't bother fixing another part of the UV's main reason because I was going to replace it all completely. It was a handguard.
Uh-huh.
I was going to replace it because either I would have to redo the topology on the middle part because it's just a big old circle, no
Yeah.
squares, nothing. And that circle had an interesting effect on the texturing part of this. So, quite interesting, actually.
Yes. Oh, I'm having way too much fun with this. Oh. So the magazine is a blue ribbon.
Oh, for best pig.
So anybody that gets shot with this gun gets the blue ribbon prize.
I don't think that little spider thought this thing through. Oh, have the scope be the spider. uh,
So we.
you know, this would be perfect for the Halloween. Just for a Halloween thing.
Oh, I fucking duplicated that the other end. That's, I was like, what the hell is that? There we go. And I click something random on here. And that was pre-crash, so I can't fix that now, which is fine. Let's duplicate it. So under an X. I was going to do some modifications anyway. Insert multiples. 6 is alright. Alright, what the hell else happened there? What in the mother... How the... ZBrush, you were doing some weird shit today.
So what was it doing? I wasn't paying attention.
Some weird shit.
It didn't do the full loop thing.
No. Well, let's try a little older workaround. Weld points. There we go. Weird. And we'll delete hidden here.
First thing in there, I thought you deleted that and half of your model.
Nope.
It's like, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, Oz knows what I'm doing, young man. You just watch and learns.
Oh yeah, I definitely learned stuff. Not this time around, but when you were doing that knife, the whole subdivision trick, I paid attention to that.
Just watch and learn. Let's see if that's practical.
Definitely looks organic.
What we do is we go in and we bevel all these holes. And they look a little better usually. Not in that case. Single place loop. Nope, that did not turn out quite the way I wanted it. To find another way to do that one. Oh well, one way that didn't work. God. Did I hear a spitting?
No.
Alright, let's add some handling to this handle. If you can handle it. 5 in this case, I think.
I got mail.
You've got mail?
I got mail.
Genitalia? Pardon me. This handle is getting edgy. Too much supporting. I think I want that. Yeah, I want that. Yeah.
Surprised you don't continue it all around the handle.
Continue
Of
what?
course, when it's actually on the handle, it would be at a lesser degree.
Continue what around the handle?
The indents that you made it look edgy.
They didn't look as good that edgy, so we calmed them down a little bit.
Well, I don't know what I did, but and that's why I duplicated. Because I knew I would do.
You knew that you would duplicate it?
I knew I would fuck it up.
That's why
So
ZBrush
I
has
duped it ahead
unlimited
of time.
undos. I just get in the habit when I know I'm going to do something that's probably going to fuck up my project. I save. Speaking of saving, ZBrush has decided crashing is in order. That's 1 hour, so that's 40 minutes since my last crash. I knew I shouldn't have freaking updated my drivers today. I knew it. I might roll them back. Actually, what I'll check is NVIDIA enabled NVIDIA experience again, because that doesn't seem to be getting along. Settings. Oh, that's disabled. No, it's just the features. I don't care about the features. It's disabled. That's the important thing. Let's see if this is enabled right now. I'll turn the in-game overlay off. That might also make things more stable. Okay. Back to what I was doing before the crash happened.
Alright, I'm gonna head.
Man, some terrible freaking things happen here. Ooh. I got the kind of stepping you don't want to get.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What the hell did you do, bro? What the hell did you do?
I think it may have corrupted my handle, but I also think I may have fucked it up. So go back to the previous quick save. Which was quite some time ago. That's alright.
Oh, that's a lot of work gone.
Not really. It's just a
No?
handle.
Well, and what you did to the silencer. Oh, not a silencer, but close to it. Right next to the pig's mouth, unless you deleted that part or hit it.
You're thinking where I accidentally duplicated this in X like this?
No, I'm talking about right next to the pig's mouth. You did that
Oh, I deleted that.
hexagon thing. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't like it. It didn't do what I intended, so I have to figure out another way to do that with geometry and make it look nice.
All right.
Oh, maybe I'll just go simpler. Simpler is always better. I was trying to go complicated.
Complicated is also good, but it also becomes more troublesome down the road.
Alright, we are gonna do a look test.
All right. Have a nice night. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Catch
At
you
some
tomorrow.
point.
Okay, that kind of has the right kind of look. I can get behind that. I'll match the colors or something. I think that's the key. Like if I had this over here, make just auto group this. Make most of the gun that pink. And then something like that. I don't know what the sword colors will be. Yeah, you do. for tonight, guys, I'm gonna call that there. I have to get some sheaths for those swords too, so they don't look kind of boneheaded, just hovering there. Gonna post a turnaround on my Facebook, I guess. I will properly mount that gun next time. Alright guys, good night. Thanks for hanging out.